All right, guys. What did we learn in 2023? People still don't like the buying process, do they?
Our attention span and how it is continuing to dwindle. I think, constantly, whether it be in automotive or just personal life, I think, coming out of COVID, a lot of people have shrunk their attention span and are constantly kind of, dabbling in different areas, trying to find new things to get interested in and all that fun stuff. So I think I've definitely learned, especially, through really getting involved and actually implementing marketing campaigns with zero sum and even on a personal level, I feel like, I'm noticing a trend here.
The post iOS 14.5, the privacy first environment has dramatically changed advertising.
One of the things that I've learned as a lesson is that life hack videos are not all they're cracked up to be. I mean, who knew that polishing your silverware with toothpaste was not going to work out the way that you thought it would?
Scaling up in business is the hardest part, right? So you get to a certain level, and at that level, you need to acquire a new skill set and/or push your ego aside to learn that skill set in order to implement process and policy. And that has transformed us and allowed us the ability to scale better and to really flex our muscles in terms of, it really just amplifies that determination overall. So if you want to scale a business, you really have to have processes. That's the bottom line.
Moving sucks, okay? And if you do move and you get like moving trucks, number one, don't go with the lowest offer because they'll wind up increasing your price, and they'll wind up getting you another truck because the lowest bidder gets the business. It feels like the car industry a little bit there.
One thing I definitely learned this year is that Taylor Swift is a genius. The other thing is there is an extremely high demand of OEM compliant creative in the space.
I could sit here and talk about the fact that I didn't know there was a Haitian-French Revolution that took place in the 1700s. I could sit here and talk about the resilience of the automotive industry, or how even with the rise in interest rates, car sales are still hitting record highs. But I think the number one thing that I learned in 2023 is that nothing is predictable, yet everything is predictable.
One of the things that everyone says about 2023 without saying these words directly is I feel like that there's just been a lot of friction. It hasn't been bad. Business is not bad. Business is good right now. It's just every business feels hard. And I think everybody would kind of say that right now. So I think like 2024, which I'm sure your next question is about, like, how do you bring the joy back into work, right? It's been hard for a while.
Probably resiliency. So me and Danny were talking about it, and we're like, all these other tech companies are struggling in December, and kind of like you reacted that we're having our best month in December. It's just staying resilient. I run the inside sales team, and it's like whenever those guys are down, it's like, man, just keep chopping wood, keep running, and eventually those trees are going to fall, and eventually you're going to reach the finish line.
To not forget about the basics ever. It seems like more than ever before, we have to get back to what we know to be true about each of our roles, not just in a professional realm of what it means to do advertising, the brand, the message, the core values, all of those wonderful things that we sometimes overlook. But also, for me, I am turning 40 next year, so back to basics. What are all the things I need to do to take care of myself and the people around me?